Hi there! Today I wanted to talk about how to motivate busy people to learn. And I'm going to talk about why it's important, what the biggest mistakes are, and how you could do it. My name is Murielle and I help leaders build meaningful lives and organizations. So why should you motivate people to learn? Well, you've probably noticed that the speed of change is accelerating, and it's accelerating at a pace that we have never witnessed before. And so, as people and as organizations, we have to constantly adapt to the new technologies, new customer demands, new regulations that are coming at a high speed. And adapting means learning new skills. And because that speed of change is so fast, it's not enough anymore to learn new skills, new habits, or new business techniques once or twice a year. We should do that constantly. And I spend on average 1 hour every day learning new skills through podcasts, videos, online courses, or reading books, going to conferences. How much time do you spend learning new skills? And what was the last thing you learned? Well, let me first tell you what's not working and what I see happening a lot in organizations. You have your yearly review, and then your manager tells you that you suck at something, you're not so good at something, and that you should follow a course. Of course, that's not motivated when someone tells you you're not good at this, maybe you should take a course. It can work, but often you get resistance to learning new skills. What's also not working is the top-down controlled approach. It's today very difficult to control what the people in a whole organization should learn and to take a controlled approach of learning new skills. It's better to let that to the people themselves because they know what they need to be able to do their job at a high level. And so forcing people is also not the best approach, and you will get a lot of resistance to change. So I wonder, how is it happening in your organization? Is your organization forcing people? Is your organization telling you that you suck and should take this course? Do they still have a very controlled approach? Let me know in the comments below this video. And now I'm going to cover the 7 steps to motivate busy people to learn. And it's a little bit based on the design thinking principles. So even HR or learning and development or talent management should use the design thinking principles. And the first step is that you should show empathy. And how do you do that? Well, by trying to describe the situation of your employee better than he or she could describe it themselves. So for instance, if you tell a person, I realize that your job must not be so easy, you're facing a lot of challenges, I see that you're working really hard, that you've sacrificed many things, how are you doing? When you describe the situation of your employees better than they could describe them themselves, you have already taken a big first step. Then the second step is talk about the transformation that person wants. And of course, think about the transformation you would like to see as well. And then tell stories about that transformation. For instance, I know you want to do your job really well, and I know you would like to deliver better and to have a better work-life balance. And you know what? It's really possible because I've seen Jeff from this department, he took a course and now his life has completely changed and he's much more at peace and he's much more impactful during the meetings and his time management is better. You should really talk to him, or please look at this story that he's telling about the transformation he went through. Then the third step is to shatter their current limiting beliefs or shatter their current objections. I know you don't have a lot of time, but look at this and this and this. This could be really a possibility for you. And this program really worked well for different kind of person from different departments. These are often the objections that you will get. Yeah, I know I don't have time, or it works for others but it won't work for me, or my situation is really special. And so if you tell stories to really shatter these current beliefs, that will help you motivate people to learn. Then the fourth step is to create a safe environment in your organization. And a safe environment is an environment where people can make mistakes without being punished, of course, because learning new skills will mean that you will make mistakes because you're not good at that yet. But also where you can be transparent about the challenges you face or about feedback that you want to give. So create a safe environment, and that will motivate people to learn. The fifth step is to use a blended approach. So a lot of organizations there are still working with workshops or live training programs. But today there are so many ways of learning new skills. You can take an online course, you can listen to podcasts, you can have ebooks or books, and of course it's also great to have moments where you can share everything or put it in practice. The sixth step is to transform collectively. Because it's much easier to learn new skills or new habits or new business techniques when you do it with your whole team or with your whole organization than when you do it alone. But then remember, the biggest mistake is when you force people. So try not to force anyone, but rather to motivate them with the previous steps I just explained. And then the last step is believe that people can change. Because that will help the people to really jump, go out of their comfort zone and try new things and learn these new skills. If you believe that they can transform, even if they don't believe it themselves, it will help them find this motivation and really go through the transformation. Because when you transform, when you grow, it's not always easy. Even if it's good for you, even if the outcome will be better for you, transforming is going out of your comfort zone, is letting go of things from the past while you're not sure yet what's going to come in the place. So that's why this safe environment is important, and also why when someone really believes in you, it will help you do this extra mile and get out of your comfort zone to learn these new skills. So these were the 7 steps. First, show empathy by describing the situation better than they could describe it themselves. Then paint a nice picture of the transformation. Shatter their current beliefs and current objections through storytelling as well. Learn collectively. Also adopt a blended approach, believe in people more than they could believe in themselves, and lastly, create a safe environment. So how is talent management in your organization? In my next podcast, I will talk a little bit about a big transformation happening at Nestlé, and I'll have a conversation with their talent management about how they tackled this big transformation with a blended approach. So be sure to subscribe to this channel, because then you will receive the next episode automatically, and also subscribe if you want to build a meaningful life and organization.